How's it going, YouTube? This is GIF,
And Grizz.
and this is my next walkthrough. Obviously, Metal Gear Solid 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look, orange version.
Orange.
And yeah, this is a subsistence version of the game.
Of course.
Let's get started. It's the only difference is there are more costumes and yeah, there's a third-person camera now. It's not the overhead view. You know the
Oh, right,
classic
yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, yeah. And yeah, this is I think this is the game where here, Grizz, mute that sound on your laptop, will you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you. Oh no! Oh, what am I loading for?
I don't know, what the fuck?
Oh my
are you
God! The last time I played this game was last December.
doing? So you're gonna like fuck up loads because you haven't played in ages?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I like Metal Gear Solid 2,
I like that.
and I'm gonna do it on
Normal.
normal.
Is that hard?
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, it is I'm shit at this game.
So it's basically coming out of Hitman
Yeah.
after speedrunning
Oh,
it
fuck
to
yeah.
going
There
into
we go.
the normal
After the
difficulty.
end of World
Oh.
War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Oh, by the way, we're in for about half an hour of cutscenes now. By the way.
Oh, time to sit back and relax.
No, they're
Basically
good.
watching
They're
a
good
movie.
though. It's really cool.
We're basically just be commentating on a movie. GIF has actually put the controller down.
The wired controller, since it's
Yeah,
PS2.
PS2.
Mm,
Oh god, I didn't fucking
back in the day. David Hayter.
David Hayter. I bet he just trolls on YouTube all the time. Ha 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 ha. See, if this was an Xbox game, this cutscene would be over already, and we'd be playing.
This is no the story, and this is absolutely amazing.
Oh, can you see the fox on the side of the plane?
Mhm.
Oh,
Altitude 30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
this is a prequel, isn't it?
20 minutes
Yeah, I've heard
to
about
drop
this.
off.
I've heard a bit about it anyway.
Internal depressurization.
This is how it all started. Man.
Arm main parachute. All right. You ready to go? Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay. Good. We've got high visibility.
Jesus. Hideo Kojima.
What a hero.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad he's sold out and he's now doing stuff for Xbox. Yes!
Jesus.
Pull out that cigar.
Oh.
Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Is that what I think it is?
The best guy from...
Raiden.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Everybody's favourite.
His the gay hero.
Does this panty waste know
Didn't
what
he
he's
have a
doing?
girlfriend?
I don't know.
He had a girlfriend
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
second
Yeah, he did.
one. And he looks cool in the fourth one on Rising.
Yeah, he's like half
10
machine.
minutes to drop
Oh,
off.
it looks so cool.
Are you deaf? He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
No, he's just too buff.
What I like is
Oh,
that dirty bastard.
wait a second. There are a lot of cigars in games. I'm just thinking. Half-Life. Fucking. What you call it? Remember Hitman? And now this. Yeah.
Depressurization
They're
complete.
cool.
Huh.
Checking oxygen.
What were you saying
supply.
anyway?
What?
You were
6
saying
minutes
something.
to
I was just
drop
saying,
off. Opening rear hatch.
everyone like hated Raiden from,
Yeah.
from the second one,
Yeah.
and then so they brought back, you know, what's his face in this third
Snake.
one, and everyone was like, yeah, thank God we got to see Raiden. And then they brought him back in the fourth one, and everyone was like, yeah, more Snake. And then they made Raiden really cool, so everyone was just sitting there kind of going, oh shit, Raiden's
Yeah.
really cool now. And now you know, then said fine, we'll make one with Raiden.
Yeah.
So if anyone complains,
Fuck you.
yeah, Jesus,
Stand up.
he does look cool.
Raiden.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour.
Oh yeah.
Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
I'm sure he does that a lot. I don't even
Oh,
get that.
Halo.
First Halo jump.
Halo Grizz.
10
Oh.
seconds to
Oh.
stand by.
It was all an
So
elaborate
cool.
way to stamp it out.
Okay, all green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spread your wings and fly. God be with you.
Oh, he's just falling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You see, I'm afraid of heights, so I'd never be able to do this.
Oh,
I'd be able to do that, all the flips. and stuff.
Olympic dive.
bit elaborate, but we've already seen with the cigar thing, that's his
Yeah.
style. Dun.
This is a movie, like.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Jack is
The
Snape,
head
by
of
the
the
way.
CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission?
No, the virtual mission.
Initiation ritual.
Don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right.
This is like a
So
flashback.
what exactly is this
Yeah.
wonderful mission?
Well,
The virtual mission.
about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles.
Oh, real life footage.
His name is Nikolai Stepanovich.
It's a true
Sokolov.
story.
Oh, yeah, I
He's
guessed
head
that.
of the OKB 754 Design Bureau,
Oh,
one of the Soviets' top secret weapon research facilities,
Of course. Yeah.
and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same.
It's not very bright, Snake,
On
is he?
April the 12th,
No.
1961, the Soviets
Yes,
achieved the first
Sokolov.
space flight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight,
I'm just gonna go
Sokolov
sleep,
left
okay?
the rocket
Yeah,
Wake
okay.
me when there's actual
become the
gameplay.
head of
Okay.
the newly established
Tomorrow then.
Bureau.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau. That's quite a success story.
Yeah, we're
So
like
why
up
do
to
you
like
want to
7
quit?
minutes of
It seems he'd become afraid of his
well, 7
own
minutes since we've
creations.
recorded. Probably shorter actually.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions.
I'm gonna see if he
was
ever
that his
asks,
family
says a
was
sentence
also to
with
be
that's not a
taken
question.
safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out
Okay.
first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards.
Never.
I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then.
Come on.
Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent.
Drinking, was he?
And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th,
Oh! Well, that kind of was a.
President
Yeah,
Kennedy
half
received
question.
word that the Soviets
He just
were in
didn't want to finish
process
the sentence in case he was
deploying
wrong.
intermediate-range ballistic
He's dead.
missiles in Cuba.
Really? Yeah. God, I have
President
not been
demanded
keeping up
the
with
Soviets dismantle
present day
and remove
news.
missiles.
Hmm.
At the same time, he announced a naval blockade
Last
to prevent
week.
further missile shipments
Oh,
from reaching Cuba.
Shut up, Keith.
But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on
Oh,
secondary
Khrushchev.
alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course
Don't know any of these
towards
people.
Cuba. US and Soviet
I'm sure they're all
forces
lovely
were on
people.
alert
History,
for all-out
yeah.
nuclear war. Frantic negotiations
Yeah, you did
were
history.
conducted
Yeah,
with the
and I
UN's
do history.
Do
yeah.
history, actually,
Council
yeah.
and unofficial channels to
Well,
end the
I
air
do
trigger standoff.
computers, so
Finally, on October
Computers.
28th,
Is
the
he a
Soviet Union
computer?
agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No, the Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the
lying
Russians
bastards.
really want?
What the?
Sokolov.
I suppose he's meant to be asking
They
the
wanted
questions
us
that
to
we're
return
thinking.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea.
The hell?
We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice.
Full scale
Kennedy
nuclear war.
gave in to
they look like
Khrushchev's
crazy
demand.
schematics.
The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working
It's
on the weapon
it's hard to
in question
speak
under
about this stuff.
KGB.
Like we
Yeah,
seen it.
you kind of just have to watch.
Yeah,
More,
well,
it's on the verge of completion.
That's not
So
too
what
bad though.
kind of
We'll keep
weapon
saying for
is
the
it?
viewers' sake.
Something to
Mm.
do with space rockets?
No.
3 questions, that one.
Fuck.
Same technology.
I guess you're right.
Is that when they set nukes underneath the ground?
Mhm.
That was the most stupid idea ever.
Yep.
For
Do you know what they were trying to do?
Soviets have been conducting
What?
frequent
They were trying to dig
nuclear
holes to
tests
create
of
artificial lakes.
semi-tins.
Something to
By
do with
nuking the
guys.
ground.
Yeah, they didn't
We're talking
realise.
about
They
a
only
secret
afterwards did
weapon
they
Soviet
realise.
Khrushchev
Hang on a
was ready to
second.
pull out of Cuba.
What the
This is
fuck?
so irradiated now. We
Yeah.
can't do anything. It's pretty funny actually. There's
No,
like a couple of
according
them
to our
around.
intelligence, he's in Selino-Yatsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west. that's
All the
known as
place
Virgin
names in this or something. Oh,
Virgin
the
Cliffs.
Virgin.
Virgin Cliffs.
Giggity.
There won't be
Nice
virgins
name for a
anymore when I
virtuous
go
mission.
through.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of
Why?
It's our best chance to get him back.
These
This
questions are just
mission
getting
would
more and
never
more
have been
intelligent.
possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
My phone. I just got a message.
Who is it, Quiz?